Hi Dan. Okay, I've done a bit more work on the bars, trying to find a way which is more effective for actually tweaking the individual bars. So I've created a new folder which is just about tweaking, and this way we don't get conflicts. Once the bars are tweaked, we can then put them into the master RMAR. And I think that's going to work out better. Now what I've done is I've created like just one file which has everything inside it for 4 bars. Okay, so here we've got, this is the sustain and note length, sustain, so that's all on that side to the left of where I'm putting the mouse now. Everything to the right is the velocity, the attack, how hard you play the notes. Okay. Now what's important is each one of these messages, which has a number in it, that has to be fixed. Okay, so when you decide on what numbers you want here, you quickly put them in here. Okay, because when you close this file, all numbers disappear. Okay, so when I say numbers in number boxes, these are number boxes, they disappear. They go back to 0, whereas numbers in messages stay. So you click on that message and it instantly goes back to what it was. You don't lose your work, and that's important. So this is bars 1 to 4. Okay, now I'm just gonna run this. I'm going to turn the drum here. I've got the drum here, and I'm just going to turn the drum off. There's a loop here. The loop is off. Okay, so I'm just going to run it, and you'll see on the left-hand side. The left-hand side is the same as the right. This is just the attack, and this is the sustain. Okay. So that was, I'll run that again. Now, I've emphasized, I've emphasized the first and the 4th beat. Here you can see this more sustain on those beats, and also here they're higher than the beats 2, 3, 5, and 6. They're all lower in intensity, and that's important. We've got to try to maintain this 1 and 2 and sense to it, and it kind of works okay. Now I think it's quite nice to have each one individually tweakable, because we get a more human sense into it. Some are hit harder, some are hit slower, and by doing this you can get a fluidity into the piece, which if you're just playing it as dead notes, it just doesn't sound good. I'm going to run it again. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put that on loop, so now it's going to be on loop. Turn the drum on. Has quite a tense sort of, almost like almost like a funk, a bit funky actually, even though it is a jig rhythm. It's a bit sort of suspense, detective, American New York cop type. Maybe that's got a lot to do with the drum. We can speed it up, slow it down. Here, when it starts, it automatically goes to 270. stop it, you just go loop off, and that stops it. Okay, and basically the signal is going through here, to here, to here, to here, and then it's going back up here to this switch. And when the loop is on, it goes back to the beginning and continues, and then bangs this bang basically, and sends another bang off. Okay, that's it. So the next step would be then to duplicate this file. Now, what's important here? You've got the D minors. Everything I think we should work in D minor at the moment. I've looked at it, and it seems to be the one which is most suitable. Afterwards, when we've got it fixed, we can then maybe tweak and alter that if we need to. So there's 4 bars here. So bar 1 is this one. Okay. Everything, it's not exactly the same. I've had to change all of these messages, change the name, change the names of the messages, change the names of the arrays. Inside here, oh sorry, let's just put that on. Inside here, I've had to change various things, and inside here also things have changed. Forget about that. You don't need to worry about anything in there. And you can kick off the bars. This will do everything for the key. Remember that everything will also show up in the PD window here. Okay, so there we've got bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and bar 4. Okay. Now, where am I? Yeah, that's about it, really. So the idea is that by just duplicating this file, everything is contained within this file. Okay, all those 4 bars are in this one file called Amar bar 1 to 4. So we duplicate that. I'll just say that. Duplicate that, and then name it 5 to 8, and then the one thing that's different is here. You'll notice that the bar numbers are changed. That's the original 20. That's an original bar number. Okay, but here you'll see it's slightly different. Like the 20, I've put 29 instead of 32. Here I've got 3 29s. And here 2 26s. No, that's the same, but those 3 are different, or those last 2 are different. And the way I see it is basically the elevation is a continual movement. So there's not really a big difference between 30, like 30 and 29. It's maybe a couple of horizontal meters. It might have been 29, it might have been 30, but basically by doing that it makes the piece work. So like if I close that, what's important is to keep that the same, and we try to keep as close, like we're not just throwing in totally random numbers. Everything still pays attention to these numbers. And so for the second one we've got it's 34, starts on 34. When we're missing one there, 40, 48, similar but not the same. And here, okay. Some of these numbers are not in the key of D, and that's one of the reasons why they're not there. Like 59, it's better that it's 60 in this case. And the last one is like that. It's pretty similar, the last one. 64, it's just, instead of 61, we've got 2 60s. Okay. Right. Oh, remember, if you ever do change anything here, you've got to click that to change those, because the reading is taken not from here but from here. Okay, I'll just show you what I mean by that. if you go in here, you'll see tab read 00, well, tab read that, okay? It's not saying tab read this, it's saying tab read that there. And so it's very important that you click that so that the arrays take this information and bury the information in the array, because that's the important bit. Okay, boom. Right. All right. So, and just before I go, I haven't really got a big selection of instruments at the moment worked out. I'm working on that, but I'm just going to connect this up to this helm thing, and just for fun, really. And it's really like what's the name of that detective movie? Flash? No, not Flash. Oh, I can't remember now. Anyway, but I'll put it on loop. Okay, drums are on. Boom. Okay, I'll leave it at that.